Hi, everybody. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you're all doing well. Um, I have to wrap. So I have been like crazy. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Kiara. I'm a New Yorker who lives in Northwest Arkansas. Wife, mom. I work in a school as a paraprofessional for special ed. Um, so welcome. It's a crazy busy time of year. I fell off with Vlogmas, but the past few days I have been insane with finishing up making gifts. Um, so I figured I would show you everything I've made this past few days. And then after Christmas, I'm going to come back and I'm going to start talking about my plans for 2025 because I have so much I want to do, and I have things that worked for me last year doing, and since I'm working full-time starting in January, I was only part-time as a sped aide, and now I'm going full-time. So I'm gonna have to like really concentrate on what I'm doing because I have to be creative. Creativity feeds my soul. So after Christmas, I'm gonna do a series of videos about things I want to get done and get back into my regular thing of quilt tube and hopefully get back to floss tube because I haven't cross stitched in a really long time. So anyway, let's get into the crafts I've done. I'm a multi-crafter. So let me show you what I've got done. So I'm not keeping you too long on this Christmas Eve because I'm sure you're like me and you're totally insane. Okay, so first thing is I made this dress. It's a size 6. Between a 5 and 6. Sorry if you hear the background. My son is being a little bit crazy and Dad's trying to get him to mind. So, I used to make a lot of dresses and stuff. I haven't made a dress since I moved to Arkansas. So 4 years. It's been over 4 years since I've made a dress. And I had so much done. And seriously, guys, muscle memory is a thing because this pattern is called a Simply Sweet. It's a super easy pattern. I've altered it a little bit for my taste and how I like it to fit. So I remembered all the changes I had done because I lost my pattern book also. I actually don't think I brought it with me, or my husband and I are discovering we're missing 2 or 3 boxes from 4 years ago, but we had so many boxes, who knows what happened. So I made this, it's gonna be a gift. I embroidered the bodice. I don't know where all my embroidery thread is either, so I have to set things up, and I'm gonna be rearranging the room again. So I embroidered the bodice. This happens to be one of my favorite Merry Christmas things. I do have the embroidery machine, it's here. And then my aunt had this fabric, and this is for my aunt's granddaughter. So this was from her, and I had the other fabric. So I made that, and I was so excited because I got my serger to work, which I haven't used in years, dug it out, got it to work, learned a real new way to thread it. So I'm thinking I may be making back in the dressmaking business. I'm doing 2 or 3 dresses a year. And I know a couple people had messaged me about making dresses. If you're interested, get in touch with me and we will chat. I can purchase fabric. You can send me fabric. We can talk. So that was that. It was so much fun. I got it done in an afternoon because at one point I could do 2 dresses a day. I probably couldn't do 2 dresses a day now, but I got this one done and I'm happy. Okay. Then this is a Christmas present for my cousin. I had made her a shirt in vinyl with this, but I don't know if it was the vinyl or something else. So I remade the shirt. I'm giving it to her for Christmas. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And then on the sleeve, it's got all the kids' names. This would make a great Mother's Day gift for somebody. If you're interested, message me. I don't usually hawk myself, but this is one I happen to like. I actually think I'm going to make my sister one for Mother's Day this year because I've actually seen them with short sleeves too. So there's that. That's the second thing I made. Then my aunt is notorious for doing this to me. She sends me a picture of an ornament she likes and says, "Hey, can you do something like that?" Actually, I have a couple customers also that do that because that's how this one came around. The Scrabble word tile one. So this is it. And I think I'm going to offer this one for next year. And I actually might make my husband and I one. But here it is. Growing old together since. Okay, and then I did a cute little custom bag with a heart and their initials. I have to finish it. I have to put the thing in it. I just finished it yesterday. Yesterday was a big crafting day. Actually, this weekend. You saw the pillow I did. The only thing I'm not going to get done is the pillow for my daughter. The one that didn't have the pattern. But just so you all know, I emailed them right after I got off the video. And by the time I woke up the next morning, they had sent me the pattern. Super great company. I'm so excited. And I can't wait to go back to that store. So this is for my husband. It's funny. This is a DTF. And my niece has got a very similar DTF like this. He saw hers and he was like, "Oh, I like that." So that's, and it's funny. Last year I made them a different shirt. And he goes, I made her for her. It was a Nutcracker. I think it was the Scream Mask Nutcracker kind of thing. And he saw it. He's like, I like that. So last year they got a matching shirt. This year they're getting a matching shirt. Then this is for my baby. This is another DTF, Anxiety. This is her. This is for my little. And I love how it came out. I don't make DTFs. I find them and then I put them on things. I have a couple different sources, but actually I've been trying a couple places from Etsy and I've been very pleased, but I read the descriptions very well before I make it because there's a way to do a DTF hack and I don't want something. I want somebody doing legit DTF. This is for my oldest. And I love how this came out. She's going to be so psyched when she sees that. I've been hiding these things. Okay, this is for my aunt, the one who gave me the other thing. So I got her this cute little, she loves, I think these are called, Scottish Highland cows. This is a Highland cow. I had to think, you'd think having grandparents who had a farm, you'd know what the names of the cows were. Then the last thing I have done for Christmas, everything here was from my stash. It was used. Actually, it was from my stash from New York for making dresses, but it's okay. It's cute. And part of the reason I'm doing this now is I need to wash this before I give it. I made a quilt. I even got it on Miss Moxie and quilted it. Here's the back. It's a flannel. It's a flannel because that's what I had enough of. I even had to piece it, you know, and you all know how I feel about piecing backs. Not my favorite. I don't like to cut the fabric and have to do a seam. So, I gotta find the top. And let me go back. And I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'll put a picture at the end. Oh, wait. There's a giant thread on here. It's okay that I did it because here it is. Okay. It is, hold on. My room is a disgusting mess and I need to seriously clean. Like I told you, one of the things I had asked my husband is if we could redo this closet and I need to do better under my long arm storage. I just have boxes everywhere. When we were in New York and I sewed, I didn't have a long arm, but I had a giant table. I had 2 tables with 2 sewing machines and an embroidery machine and a serger. Then I had scrapbook supplies. I had a whole wall of fabric. It was in my basement, so I had a lot of room. This is like a bedroom size, so I'm always rearranging. I have a great cutting table. I have my ironing book. It's big enough. It's just I haven't found yet where to put everything. So that's one of my things so I can function better. The only thing that's not in this room is my sublimation, my heat press, and my silhouette. Those are in my garage. because there's just not enough room. I had a basement, which was like the entire length of my house. So with the exception of a bathroom, the boiler room, and my daughter's bedroom, it was giant. So going down, it's just, I have to figure it out still. 4 years and I'm still figuring it out, but it's okay. Well, no, I've only lived here for 3 right now. So, in this house. So, it's all off. It was a simple panel quilt. It's for a 4-year-old. So, I'm also going to put a picture, like I said, in the back. I'm going to be pulling threadies off this, though. So, that's what I did. Hold on, and I'll show you a close-up with the quilting. I free motion. It's a meander with loops. Those are my favorite because it's no things. And one of the things I want to do for the next year is to really get better at it. See, so you can see the quilting. It's in a light gray thread because that way it blended in the back and it was everything. I just have to find my labels and put a label on the back. So that's what I've been doing the past 2 days. So I'm super excited. But yesterday I had this pieced on Friday night. No, today's Tuesday. So I had it all pieced Sunday night. I loaded the backing onto the long arm. I was originally going to do this on my straight stitch machine. It wound up bigger than I thought. So I found the backing, pieced the backing, loaded it on, and yesterday I had to cut the batting and load it. Did that. I didn't start quilting till about 7. By 9 I was done because when I'm under pressure, just doing a loopy meander, easiest thing in the world. The other thing I did is, I don't remember if the 2 Christmas quilts, I can't find my binding, but I trimmed them. So I'm going to, somewhere in this room, I'm going to start a pile of quilts that need to be bound, and they're going to go on my list, and like, I'm going to try to finish them as soon as I find I know the binding's here. At least for one of them, it was a kit. It had the binding. So I just have to find it. The other one, I'm not sure I have the binding, but it's a Joanna Figueroa fabric. I'm sure I can find something to coordinate on Etsy, even if I have to pay. It's for me, so that's what's new. My plans for the next couple of days, I think when I need downtime, well, I have to wrap all the stuff I just showed you. Plus I'm cooking dinner. I do have one other present I have to finish. It's I have to just it's a cross stitch. I have to finish it. I'll probably just take a picture of it and insert it in a new video when I do it. But I have a lot of block of the months I need to catch up on, and I think I'm going to work on that. I have my cotton cuts and I have 2 months of my designer mystery. So I want to get those caught up. So I think when I need downtime, that's what I'm going to do. I have a couple things already cut out, so it's not a big deal. But while I'm off, I have to clean this room because it looks like something threw up in it. But I'm so excited. I don't really have anything to do except some wrapping today. I have to wash this quilt and then I have to wrap. I have to find my quilt labels too. Because what I do, they're from Sweetwater, and if I meant to stick it in the corner and get a little bit of it done, but I'll just put it on with a heat press. That's how I roll today. If it even gets a label, I might not even get a label. But that's that. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for letting me spend some time. Do you like my Christmas shirt? It's 7 Brew Christmas shirt. It's old. But I also have to go look up a recipe on how to cook. We bought a gorgeous roast, and it's been years, and it was a very expensive cut of meat. Probably the most expensive cut of meat I've ever bought. But I have to see about how to cook it. It doesn't look hard. I'm sure it's like cooking a regular roast beef, but I want to have directions. Have a Merry Christmas. I'll be back here after Christmas because I'm off from work and I'm enjoying my time. And I still have like another whole week. This week? Yeah, I have another whole week. So I have so much I want to do. And I'm excited. But it's all good. All the threads are catching my eye. I've missed you guys. So I'm going to try in 2025 to get better about being present, being around, doing things I enjoy. That's the one thing about getting older. You want to do more stuff you enjoy. And I'll take you on the trials and tribulations of my life. So it's all good. And have a Merry Christmas. Thank you to everybody who told me, yeah, you know, it is a little bit blurry on this side. Gotta see what's going on with my phone. I wonder if it's my screen protector on my phone. Probably should get a different camera to do videos on. I'll have to look into that. It's not terribly, but we'll see. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm done rambling. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.